Hello, my fellow gamers, UltraGamer64 here, and today I've got a brand new collection video for you guys. This is going to be part 2 of my Atari 2600 collection, and at this current moment, we are about halfway through the collection. So without further ado, let's get started. The first game is Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it is an Indiana Jones game on the Atari 2600, oddly enough. I have never attempted to play this game because, well, I got this in a giant lot of, I think 15 or 20 games, and I just never really touched this one because I watched the AVGM video on it, and it looks very difficult and just a game that I wouldn't really be interested in playing, but it's still cool to have the game in my collection. The next game is Dragster. Now, I'm not going to lie, I can't figure out how to play this game. I've tried many times, and every time I blow out my engine or something like that, so I really don't understand this game. If any of you would be so kind to post down in the comments how you play this game, that would be much appreciated. The next game is QBert. This is a really, really fun and very classic arcade game, and it's definitely very, very good on the Atari 2600. The graphics are very nice for the time. QBert looks awesome. The enemies look very nice, and just the overall gameplay is amazing. So, QBert is definitely one of the stronger Atari games that was made, and it definitely shows that arcade games could really be good on the Atari and not just in the arcade. The next game is Warlords. Now, this game is basically four-way Pong, and it's a very, very fun concept and great idea for a game in my opinion. You use the paddle controllers, and if you can gather 4 friends together and just be able to play Warlords, it's a really good time, actually. The next game is Joust. Now, this is another classic arcade game, and one, again, that is very, very good on the Atari 2600. Still keeps all the basic rules, and the sprites look awesome, the gameplay is very addicting and fun, so definitely check Joust out if you have not. The next game is Galaxian. Now, this game has a lot of good things about it. The gameplay is very, very nice and very, very smooth. The graphics, oh my gosh, the graphics are amazing for the time. And just the game in general is a very, very good game. So this is one of the must-owns on the Atari 2600 in my opinion. The next game is Frogger, another classic arcade game, and it really shows in Frogger. This is one of my favorite versions of Frogger by far on the Atari 2600. In my opinion, this version of Frogger is better than most others, especially the more modern Froggers. Where he has the backpack and the shirt and everything. What were you guys thinking? Game developers, why? Give us Frogger. But Frogger on the Atari 2600 is a very fun and addicting experience, and it's just a great game. The next game is Combat, the one game that literally every Atari owner owns. Nobody is without this game in their collection, and it shows why. It's a very fun game, and plus it came with the Atari, if I remember right. It came with the Atari, and it's just a really fun game, but you can't really play it on your own. That's the only bad part. So, take from it what you will, but I'd be willing to bet that everyone that owns an Atari owns this game at least. The next game is Space Invaders, another classic arcade game. This game is very, very good on the Atari 2600, and it really shows great graphics, great enemies. I love the enemies in Space Invaders. They've always been really awesome to me. And just the concept of the game is really fun as well. So I would definitely check this game out if you have not. The next game is Donkey Kong on the Atari 2600. Another amazing classic arcade game. And on the Atari, it's kind of lacking a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Only 2 levels. But the sprites look decent for the time, and the gameplay is still fun, but there could have been a lot more, I feel, to this game, since there are only 2 levels. It just feels a little lacking. The next game is Home Run. It is a baseball game, and I've never played it, and I don't plan to. Sorry to say, but I'm not going to play that. The next game is Keystone Capers. This game I have not played either. Actually, until this video, I didn't even realize I had this in my collection. So I'm going to have to go off and play this at some point. And last, but certainly not least, is Berserk, one of my favorite games ever on the Atari. I really enjoy the concept, I really enjoy the enemy, and there's a creepypasta around this game with Evil Otto, who, if you get a high score in the game, will, in real life, kill you and let you have a game over, a proper game over. And just the mystery behind this game, and the atmosphere, and the game itself is just awesome, especially the arcade version. The Atari 2600 I don't think is linked with the creepypasta. I think it's just the arcade version, but still, you guys get my point. So that is why Berserk is one of my favorite games on the Atari. But just for a game itself, it's amazing. I love this game to death. So if you guys have not checked it out, I would definitely suggest that you do. So anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of this game collection video. If you enjoyed it, then leave a giant like, and remember to keep on gaming, stay amazing, and I will see you guys next time.